Just so you know, my own story didn't start out so good. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I grew up without my father. My mom suddenly and unexpectedly left my dad one day while he was at work. He didn't follow us or even try to contact us. Consequently, I lost my dad just a few months shy of my third birthday. Turns out my mother was thoroughly and completely confused about men. My older brother ran away from home when he was 16. When I was 18, I married an 18-year-old the summer after his freshman year of college. His parents were in the middle of a volatile divorce, so neither he nor I had a clue about how to create a marriage. I started a full-time job at an insurance company, and he went to school. His dad paid for his tuition and books, so he only had to work part-time for us to make ends meet. 6 weeks after he graduated, our first son was born. After a couple of starts and stops, he found a stable job where he could use his skills and enjoy his work. We moved to a small town where we were active in our church, made friends with other couples, and all seemed to be going pretty well. Over the next few years, I gave birth to two more sons. When the youngest one started preschool, I planned to go to college. I was already enrolled for my first semester at the community college when my husband unexpectedly requested a transfer to the city. Ever an adventurer at heart, I took it in stride and stayed behind to sell our house and take care of the boys. Fortunately, it sold quickly and the whole family was moved into our new home after just a few months of separation. Then, one Sunday afternoon, less than 2 years after our big relocation to the city, my husband told me he didn't think he wanted to be married anymore. I'll spare you the details, but 15 months later, our divorce was final. My recovery was painful. Like my mom, I was thoroughly and completely confused by men. By then, I'd collected more than enough evidence to build a solid case against them. But I had 3 sons to raise. I loved them dearly, still do, and wanted to be the best I could for their sake. So, 4.5 years after my divorce, I finally started college, then on to graduate school where I earned my master's and doctorate. Throughout my education, I took advantage of every opportunity to learn about men so I could be a good mom to my boys. In fact, my doctoral dissertation was about mothers and sons. Now, all that education was expensive, but what I learned was priceless. You don't have to go through what I did or get a doctorate in clinical psychology and open a counseling practice to learn what I learned because I'm going to share it with you. What I discovered about both men and women was surprising, beautiful, and amazingly simple. Our respective desires are different, but they're complementary, almost as if they were God designed. I discovered that every woman dreams about being swept off her feet by a man who knows how to lead gently and confidently, protecting her and guiding her on the dance floor of life. She has no problem following him and giving herself to him. She adores him because she knows he wants only the best for her. How does she know? Because he listens to her, comforts and reassures her, and takes everything she says under consideration as he choreographs their dance. I also discovered that every man dreams about a sweet companion with whom he can share his life. He is inspired by her and motivated to protect and provide for her. He wants to spend time with her because she reflects all that's right and good about him. When he messes up, he instantly knows, without her saying a word, because he is sensitive to everything about her. He feels safe with her because her feedback is always gentle, discreet, and affirming. Plus, he knows he can count on her to make him look good to anyone who's watching. Do you think that's true about your mate? If things aren't going well for you right now, you probably find it hard to believe what I just said. If so, you're in good company, because everyone, despite his or her best efforts, runs into a roadblock sooner or later.